All right, folks, we got some more goodies from Discount Tackle. Let's unbox this, shall we? All right, look at that. First thing we have here is a Discount Tackle hat. Got to put this on before I do the video, so let's do it. And then they got a sticker here too. So with that said, let's take this opportunity to shout them out. So here are their little social media platforms. Go ahead and give them a follow. Facebook, Discount Tackle USA, and Discount_Tackle for Instagram. Of course, you guys just go to the website to buy the stuff. But anyway, let's get started. So I spoke to Discount Tackle and they told me that they have a huge restocking of the Z-Man stuff, and they brought in 2020 ICAST products. So yep. So Jimbo did some purchasing. As you see here, look at that. I got some goodies here. So let's get started, shall we? First thing that's here is this guy. Check that out. This is the CrossEyeZ ChatterBait, and this is a cool one because I have adjustable weed guard. Let me show you guys this. Jimbo like to fish chatterbaits near the bottom rocks and near, what do you call those, branches and stuff like that. And yeah, this could definitely help. See this weed guard right here? It's a wire weed guard, and it's like coated with plastic. So as you see, I could stretch it, change it up a little bit, widening it, narrow it. It's gonna work really well. So if you guys are sick and tired of your chatterbaits getting hung up, give this one a shot. All right, I have bought a heavy one for some bottom fishing. We'll see how this one go. All right, check this one out. This is the Jackhammer StealthBlade. Check that out, man. They worked with Japan for this. So US and Japan. Look at that. Ooh, decoy hook. Let's open this up and take a look at this baddie. I really want to take a closer look to that StealthBlade, that plastic blade. So it's really interesting. Oh, here you go. And I wonder how it will vibrate. Oh my gosh, that freaking staples is like right there. I don't want to destroy my lure. I remember fishing with my buddy Roger, and I believe he gave me a decoy hook one time because I was missing a 1/8 ounce jig head, and I believe they also came with these little things right here, the little protector. All right, wow, that thing looks sharp. Holy smokes. Oh yeah, this thing is super duper sharp. Let me put this thing back in there. Definitely a good idea to put this in here to protect the sharp points. Note that the sharper the point, potentially is easier to damage. It looks really thin. But if you have a finesse lure, you definitely want to throw things in lighter tackle. And sometimes not having that super sharp hook will not penetrate the jaws of a fish, right? So you can see here that this is a plastic blade, okay? Plastic blade. I'm looking a little closer. It looks like the front side is all flat. In the back side, you can see that there are some slants, all right? Kind of like, a diamond. Right, you have little curves here and there. Look inside the plastic, you see like a figure-8 washer. That's a good idea because that will prevent this thing from snapping because it is plastic, right? And this is an oval split ring. All right, that's pretty cool. And it looks like it will wobble really nicely. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, this is my first jackhammer ever from Z-Man, and plus this is a stealthy one. I can't wait to throw this. Ever since I started making my own custom chatterbaits, I always want to just jump back into Z-Man and play with their stuff. By the way, guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but Z-Man was not the first to make the chatterbait. They called their own chatterbait, but the blade, I believe Eagle Claw first came out with one, and I got to dig up some photos. It's actually pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, I am very excited to throw this guy. I got a very light one, a 3/8 ounce one, because I would likely throw lighter plastic and fish shallow water, especially during the spring. Springtime could be, cold one day, it could be hot one day, it could be like cold fronts here and there. So I want something a little finesse, but still, show that there's activity in the water. And hopefully the bass will chase this guy, like, chasing bluegills. While we're at it, we'll knock out the last few chatterbaits here. I got this one here and this one here, all right? Hold up, let me make sure I don't have any more. Okay, that is my last chatterbait. Okay, so this one here is Willow Vibe. It comes 2 in a pack. I got the 3/8 ounce version for some more spring shallow bites. I will definitely recommend this guy because you guys know me, I'm all about the finesse. And this guy just got a little bit more finesse-er. Check out the Willow blade. All right, a lot thinner than something like this guy right here. Okay, let me just bring this one back here. Look at that. Huge difference, okay? Now, with this blade right here, because it's so much thinner, it's not going to have a strong vibration, and it's not going to have a wider wobble. It actually have a tight wobble. Okay, so this is for faster fishing, and I believe they talked about using this for potentially throwing into like bait balls, and this is the guy that's going to stand out from bait, right? And hopefully the fish will attack it. And you'll also notice that this is not a perfectly round jig head. It's like a pill, like one of those Tylenol aspirin pills, and allows them to slap a little eyeball right there. But the pill heads allow the jig to also go through the water a lot quicker than a fully round one. So pretty cool. Has a little bait holder right there. All right, and yeah, I got this guy in 3/8 ounce as well. I should probably get 1 1/4 ounce too, but I think this is gonna sink a lot quicker without the skirts. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably pair this with some sort of a fluke, or potentially even the new goat, which we'll talk about in a second. All right, the next one is very, very exciting. This is another ChatterBait, but it's on a plain hook. In fact, it's actually on an awesome hook. The hook is made from iStrike Fishing, and now finally they put one together with the ChatterBlade. This is gonna be awesome, and you notice that this head style here is round, but it's like a pill style, so it's gonna go through the water pretty quick too. And I am actually gonna use this for flounder fishing. That's right, guys, this is very exciting for this one. I haven't fished saltwater for a long time, and I think in a back base this is gonna slay. I think what I want to do is probably put like a fluke style lure on this and fish it near the bottom, cast it out, sink to the bottom, and slow roll it for those flounder. They're gonna freaking love it. I got it in a gold plate color because in early spring, likely there's gonna be some rain here and there, and potentially the water's gonna be mucky, and I want gold blade so that it actually gonna do some gold flash, and it'll stand out a little bit more. So yep, excited. Half ounce for those gnarly back bay flounders. Potentially even catch some stripers and some bluefish, maybe even some weak fish, but you know, I'm targeting specifically flounder. All right, so guys, I knocked out all the ChatterBaits that I have, I believe. So let's do one last terminal tackle right here. So we got some Ned Lock Z extra wide gap, 1/10 of an ounce. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Very super duper small, check that out. Very similar to what you guys have been seeing for lifted jigs, but it has this guy right here. Just like any of the iStrike type hooks, the weedless hooks that they made for Z-Man, this guy right here is hold your bait on, especially Z-Man products, because those don't really stay on those extra wide gap hooks that easy. So yep, you guys rig this guy up in there, it's definitely gonna stay. And let's see, I believe I have one plastic that's gonna fit it, right? These guys are here. Check that out. Oh, that's actually a big one. This is Pro CrawZ. I got tinier ones. I have plenty of tiny ones, but yeah, this definitely gonna go into some of my CrawZs. But this guy, bigger guy, I do a lot of crazy stuff with this. I am gonna be Jika rigging with this fella right there, especially for those smallies. Let me open one of these guys up for you. Woo, look at that. Stretchy, stretchy. Ta-da! All right, so it's only one antenna? Huh, interesting. I was hoping it has 2 antennas, but you know, I guess the feature is really the arms. But man, look at this arm. You squeeze it, go pinchy, pinchy. Oh yeah, this is a interesting color. I saw it, I was like, oh look, it's black on one side, and it's actually like green pumpkinish watermelon on the bottom side. It's probably watermelon. Okay, so watermelon this side with flakes, and black and red. So definitely a bottom crawling color. Can't wait to use this. In fact, it's springtime. You guys can put this on, let's say a jig head, and go to town with this. So here we go, another terminal hook right here from iStrike Fishing. I love the hooks. I have been using a lot of the hooks. In fact, let me just use show a different one, a smaller one. Ta-da! I've been doing knot videos, but anyway, this one right here specifically is 1/4 ounce. Huge hooks for striped bass fishing, okay? So I will be putting like fluke style lures. In fact, I have one right here, which I want to show you guys. I'll put it right here for now. Get you guys a little excited, okay? This is a glow eye. So when a UV smashes on it, it's gonna glow nice and bright. In fact, if you guys have heard some of the pros say, when bluefish blitz happens and they tear up all the bait and all the other fish. Bluefish are actually pretty funny. They like the body. They'll bite from the back as they chase the fish, right? And they leave the head. The head sinks down. A dead fish head sinking down doesn't really attract any more bluefish, but you have big striped bass at the bottom waiting for them, and all they're doing is looking for the glowing eyes, and they pounce at those eyes, okay? So yeah, they just feed up on free food. Why not, right? But yeah, this guy right here, you guys see that it is like a pill again, but it's pointed a little bit more, so it will go through the current really well. So yeah, I'm expecting to use this guy for striped bass fishing. Very strong. Look at that. Thick, super thick. What alt is this? I think it should say 5-aught. For big lures. Big lures for big fish, right guys? And with that said, we're gonna jump right into this guy right here. This is the DarterZ, and this thing is long, 6 inches, all right? Trying to catch some big striped bass and have it pull my kayak around town. Let me show you guys one of these. Look at that. It's very slim, all right? Very slim for those finesse days. It's jointed. One, right? Yep. In the back a little bit. 1, 2, 3 spots. Okay. And you can see that on the top part right here, there's a little groove here, and there's a bottom part, there's a little groove here. But yep, 6 inches. Look at that. Stretched like crazy. And this is gonna go right into here, just like that. Perfect, right? Right in the middle. Another great hook that you guys could use to rig up this DarterZ is this guy right here, the Z-Man Texas Eye Jig Head. This jig head swings around and it has a extra wide gap hook right here. And as you see, it has a little lead thing right here to hold on to your Z-Man bait as well. Definitely a must-have for Z-Man products. So yeah, Eye Strike Fishing does a good job on these hooks right here. And as you see, I have this smaller version for my Abandoned Anglers Dart Spin Pro. Note that Discount Tackle just started to stock some of their dart spins. They don't have all the products yet, but eventually they will have them, so stay tuned for that. But yes, this Z-Man Texas Eye Jig Head comes in various size and weights, so make sure you guys check that out. Also, like Z-Man products, don't stick this around any other plastic. The Abandoned Angler plastic must stay by itself, as well as any Z-Man soft plastics. All right, let's check out this next lure, the Billy Goat. Black and blue. Black and blue is a must-have for anyone fishing the bottom. I fish the bottom all the time with black and blue, no matter where I'm at in New Jersey. So definitely want that. This is 4 1/4 inches. Pretty big. Check that out, okay? So these two little kickers, you could use it in so many situations. You guys can rig this weedless and weightless, right? And just rip it across the surface, and it's like a buzz toad. Check that out, hey? But as you see, it's much slimmer profile than, let's say, a typical frog or horny toad, right? That you can fish this on other things, such as a plain jig head. It's gonna do a lot of freaking kicking action when it's fluttering down. But I am also thinking about rigging this up on some chatterbaits. Of course, you can rig it normally right through the top part right here. And it's going to do some side rotations just like that. But if you actually rig it through the side right here, it gives it more of a fish profile, okay? Because this could also act like fish tails. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I probably will order different colors for a fish profile. But if I'm just going to slow roll this at the bottom during early seasons when the water's a little mucky, the black and blue is a freaking killer, all right? So give it a shot, and definitely give it a shot by rigging this on the side for any sort of chatterbait. All right, so we got some Long ShotZ green pumpkin, 6 inches. This is made for drop shot fishing. If you guys love drop shot fishing, you guys definitely need to give this one a shot. And I want to say one thing. I am not a fan of drop shot fishing nose hooking, because when you nose hook any sort of plastic, likely it's gonna have a lifespan of one bite you miss and you lose your soft plastic, right? Potentially. But with Z-Man plastics, you know, you could nose hook this, no problem. It's gonna stay on the hook for a long time. It's not gonna rip off. And because it is elasticy with the barb from your drop shot hook, it's definitely gonna stay in. But check that out. Green pumpkin, 6 inches long. You can see that it is bulkier at the head and very thin at the end, with a little bit of, you could say that's a spearhead on the tail. So it's got to do a lot of action, a lot of movements, and right out of the package, they float too. So if you guys just let it stand still, it's going to move up. One thing I want to try too, since this is so long, it's probably shaky head. A shaky head or even jigger rigging. Looks like a freaking killer. So excited. I know there's a few spots near me that's very deep water, and I think drop shot fishing will be perfect for that. So yeah, stick around for that. I'll probably do more drop shot fishing towards the summer, but I'm excited to see how this is, and I'd like to buy a few more in different colors, maybe some like pearl colors, because I love drop shot fishing with pearl colors, especially in clear water conditions. All right, folks, I'm gonna show you the very, very last thing out of this box, and it's probably my favorite out of all of them. Is the Ned Rig kit. They have Ned Rig hooks, 2 different weights at 1/10, 1/16, and you have all green pumpkin right here. You have the Finesse TRD, you got the TRD Tickler, and you got the TRD Craw. So freaking tiny. And early season's all about tiny presentation, right? When you're finicky with all that freaking fronts rolling through, finesse fishing is the best way to catch them. I guess I'll take them out right now and put on my hand so you guys see this, just in case you guys have never ever seen Z-Man's their plastic, these TRD plastics here. They are super, super finessey. If you guys are into BFS fishing as well, Ned rigs could be your favorite thing to throw. Finesse TRD, okay, just like a Senko worm. You can see that there's a lot of bumps here, and you see a slit right there a little bit. I believe, and I say I believe that this is the head part, but there's some people who fish this as a tail because they believe that with all those dots right there, it could cause a lot more, I guess, water displacement. But I think the opposite. When I fish Ned more finesse presentation, so I like to use this as a head and this side as a tail. But you know, technically you can use both sides, doesn't matter. Which side do you guys use? Because there's a lot of people who comment some negative stuff on Instagram these days. Like every single time I post my rigging, someone called me out on it, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. TRD Tickler. Look at that. This is like a freaking tube bait, but you only have 4, which is nice because when it's standing up like this, right? Look at that. Look at all the movement. Okay, this is gonna be a freaking killer. And this last guy right here, and this one right here feels smaller than all of them because let me put this side by side for you for a second, all right? Because the body is only this long, and you have 2 claws, so technically, it's like that. All right, flapping all over the place. And now let me show you guys the hook for a second. This is the, come on, shake it off, shake it off. These are the Finesse Shroom Jigheads. And again, this is 1/10 ounce and 1/6 ounce. And this will definitely hold your plastic in. When you guys rig this though, make sure you guys align it properly because when you guys pull this back out, it actually kind of tears the plastic a little bit. You see that it stretches most of it out, but don't worry, it is Z-Man product. It is very durable, so you know, you guys could mess up once or twice, but try not to do too much because eventually you probably will mess it up too bad. But in my experience, I have not lost a soft plastic with these type of hook unless a pickerel bites me off, I snag off, or I have placed some sort of plastic with the Z-Man plastic and it melted off. So yeah, trust me, these will last forever. So yeah, this is gonna be one amazing finesse box. I think this is gonna be a great kit for anyone, especially with the COVID-19, there's a lot of new anglers. This is gonna be a perfect kit for anyone who have not tried Ned rigging yet, or it could be a good present for a friend or a loved one who just got into the sport of fishing. As you guys can see it, you can fish the Ned rig in so many ways. So you just need to figure out how to fish wanting to bite your lure and go ahead and slay. So there you have it. What do you guys think of my Z-Man product unboxing video? Anything you guys see here that you guys may be interested in? Man, I got so many goodies here. I am just so excited for this spring season. I left some links in the description below if you guys are interested in buying some from Discount Tackle, or if you guys want to read up more on the product description. Spring is here. The fish don't wait. It's time to Z-Man out.